We're almost there, folks. We're almost there. Computer is the slowest fucking computer in the world. Really pisses me off. See what's popping. Almost there. Almost there. Shit is working overtime. I'm gonna have to pause it. Okay, I think we're ready. We are live, baby. We are live. I feel like I'm a little behind though.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And
I feel like I'm a little behind.
25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Kamara trying the right side. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
3rd down. Every play matters, man. Every play matters.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43.
Too many
but not
spins.
before picking up the first.
Too many spins.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the
Just
field
play
here.
some
The
ball,
opening
man.
drive
Just
couldn't
play
do
some
it.
old
I
school
know that we go
football.
into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't
Let's
get it done.
establish the run
Calling a
game.
gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Establish
I
the
call
run
that play
game.
a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here I come again.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 7. Mike 7.
A give to Kamara running right. Working his way for a gain of 7
get that
to
first,
the
though.
26. And some nice running.
No,
Good to
you
get him
ain't fucking
down
me with
close
that
to a
first.
first down at the Rams 26. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. On the ground, this is Kamara.
Take it.
And
Yeah,
he's
1
able
yard.
to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It
Thought he
hasn't
was
been
gonna
working.
get there. Thought he was gonna get
5
there.
yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid
Establish the
gain
run,
on
baby.
that play.
All day. All day.
On 2nd down, Kamara.
Oh no!
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I'm really fond of this
And the big
glitching
fella
stuff,
stuffed that
man.
one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority,
Damn, I
because
was
you
right
can't
there
move on to
too.
the next
Right
level if you don't
there
take care of him
too.
first.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara.
My
And
Jew,
brought
I
down,
swear I
but not
pressed the
before they
Jew.
get it inside
I
the
swear
10
I
to the
pressed it.
7.
What is going
They
on
get
over
the
here?
first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up
What
being
is
a good
going on
one.
over here?
So
Yeah,
another
fucking
3rd down
touchdown.
conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
We want it. Come to my work.
Now Kaepernick. They'll find Miller.
Run his
That's
ass over.
complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the
Okay, do it
4
today.
on a gain of 4. And they're
Try to
getting him
run people
involved
over
early.
and shit.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game.
And he'll take
Get in
this
there.
into the end zone for a
Get in there. We
San
need this game,
Francisco
man. We need this
touchdown.
game.
Alvin
Gotta play
Kamara,
defense, though.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
Oh, my God.
And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the
I don't
opening
even miss
drive.
extra points.
And his kick is no good.
That can cost me.
An inauspicious start here kicking.
Our game's come down to 1 point, man.
A 6-0 game. Now he's
1
back
point.
out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Just need another level of focus, man. Just
And this will
focus.
not be
I just
returnable. It's
need
out of the back of the end
another
zone for a
level.
touchback.
He knows what I'm gonna run. He knows what he's gonna run, man.
Go, go. 180. 3. Go. Go.
Wentz now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I remember that play.
And he's taken
You
down,
haven't ran
but
it in
able
a
to
while
slip
against me,
across
but I
the
remember that play.
35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to
Shifted
go.
over that way.
You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The
Hey,
completion
we're gonna
good for
compress,
3,
man.
and it's
We're gonna
second
compress on
down.
our tackles.
The goal of a wide receiver
Let's play
screen is get
fundamental
enough
football. We've been
blockers in
kind of
front
getting
to
away
create
from
a wall,
fundamental
let him pick his
football
spot
lately.
to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not
We
allowing
play
that to
some
happen? Did
fundamental
not let him get
football.
downfield.
Mike 3. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. This
Oh,
one
still
complete to
caught that.
Christian Kirk. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Day, baby.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
0-0, Mike 3.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2
We
yards on
do,
the
but we
pickup
just
there. It'll be
focused, bro.
2nd
We
and 8.
focused.
The
We
last run good
focused,
for
man.
2.
We
Here's 2nd and 8.
focused.
Now Wentz.
Didn't cover it that time. It's my fucking fault.
It'll be a
Didn't cover
1st
it.
down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. You think back to the Super
You
Bowl
do it,
against
but I
New
didn't
England, the
cover it,
Rams
man.
never
He's a
even
smart
got into
man.
the red
He's a
zone
smart man.
in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening
fucking
drive with a
smart
1st
man.
down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now they try the right side here.
Come on, man.
And he'll be brought
I should
down
be able
this
to come over
time
the top
at
of
the
that.
5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I don't know about the running game. It's
6
been
yards
imposing
on
their
that
will,
last play.
though.
Here's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, come on, man.
Man 5-7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, and this one just
Great
a
stop.
chipping. And
Great
Zuerlein's
stop.
kick is
Bend but don't
good.
break.
And they
Bend
are
but
on
don't
the board,
break.
trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The 49er offense set to get this
What are we
drive
doing?
underway.
What are we doing?
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's
Hoping I
great.
get that
They'd be in the
cr-
playoffs,
that
but
cross
they're
block.
trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle
right before half again.
There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception.
That's not man being man. I don't know what is.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. On defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down. From the 36, Wentz. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run him now out of the gun. And a loose football.
That's what we call a superstar. That's what we call a superstar. Use our hit stick. Let's return it. Let's even this thing back up, man. I threw one and he fumbled one to the house.
Now the try here for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Baby. And I see Ricky picking it up. See you picking it up, Ricky.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble
he about to be tired,
for a score.
Though.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch one. Watch one. Watch the pass.
Wentz. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Single.
Now Wentz again.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 3. Mike 3.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Open man is Kirk, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? Back. For Tokyo.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Tight end left.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Shift.
Now they try the right side here. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just like that. Check three.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Come on now.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Here we go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
We got 3.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10, running with Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ringo. Mike 7.
The busy night continues for Kamara. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown, 49ers.
He's gonna move against you.
Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. The extra point
stop a
up
touchdown.
and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And down it goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz.
What?
In the middle, and it's complete.
What?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got wide.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On the ground, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Kaepernick to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Again, it's Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Kamara, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey. Mike 7.
Now Kaepernick. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
How will they handle it? Let's find out. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Let's go.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they're gonna him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more.
Throwing now is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, high 7.
Slam.
Go.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and
go,
still
baby.
all
Let's go.
tied.
Every play counts. Every play counts.
120.
Mike 3.
We own them. We own them.
Check 52. Pick the edge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Good work, boys.
In
Let's go.
overtime, you
Let's
have
go.
to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180. Two jet.
It's a party now.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Here we go. Luigi! Combo. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't gonna...
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice
I don't know
runs
if he
in the
knows,
game.
but I get another 5 minutes if he doesn't
good
score.
running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry. I'd stay with him.
Third and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And they will take a knee here.
Wentz on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning
Truth is,
seconds of this
anytime I've ever
overtime
played
as we
online
could be
before,
set up at
and I
long
kicked the
last for
field goal,
a
I've done this
potential
before with
game
0
winner.
time left. There's been 5 minutes put on the clock. All right, 5 minutes been put on the clock for the opposing team because they didn't score. Now I'm not gonna say it's gonna happen, but that's what I'm putting my money on right now.
So here we go.
That's
Maybe the
what
biggest
I'm
kick
putting
of the
my money
game
on right now.
forthcoming. Now the
I'm gonna
timeout
get
comes
5
here
minutes to
in
score.
the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential
Really
game
don't
winner.
think. I hope.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed